Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton at Dalton95, which is another Transformers Legacy United video, and that is going to be the Beast Wars Universe Leader Class Tigerhawk. So, right off the bat, I really hate that they've gone to open packaging with these Leader Class figures because the full uniform, or, the full artwork looked so amazing. Yeah, the caveat was you didn't get to see what the figure looked like in the packaging, but the fact that they're doing this full open packaging with the leader class, it's just about as bad as the smaller figures. So I don't know. It sucks. So anyways, nice artwork here of Tigerhawk in beast mode. Really awesome there in robot mode. Of course, beautiful artwork here for robot mode as well. And then on the back you get the 40th anniversary logo. 43 steps showing off all of his accessories and everything. And then you get the left half of the artwork, whereas with the others, we all only had this half, so it looks a little weird. Hopefully want to get Prime and Thundertron at the time of this, recording this intro at least. Still don't have them yet, but by the time this comes out, I should have already reviewed them. We'll see what happens, just depends on how everything turns out. So, who knows? Anyways, let's go ahead and get them opened and check them out. And here we have Tigerhawk out of his packaging. I almost said Tigertron. I'm thinking about the next video that's going to be going up. Anyways, here is Tigerhawk out of his packaging, and he looks pretty damn good, except for obviously these big, huge, hollow gaps and waffles. Like, look at that. Look at. Just imagine how much syrup can fit in there. That's going to be a delicious waffle. And it's a wing. So it's like chicken and waffles. Perfect. Anyways. Overall, I mean, he does look really good. I mean, this aside, I mean, that's kind of a big part of the character, but looks better from this side, mostly for beast mode. But yeah, I wish they would have done something with that instead of just leaving it hollow, especially when it's going to be the mode we're going to be seeing most of the time in, of course, robot mode. But as far as deco goes, I mean, you've got some white plastic, I think, yeah, a little bit of white paint here on this skirt piece. Got purple plastic, you got this kind of copper, bronze color, this sand, maybe beige color. Then, of course, some black paint, some purple paint. No, I don't think any. Oh, yeah, right here's painted purple. The head, I want to say, is purple plastic with that kind of bronze color for the face. He does have orange eyes with little yellow slits or pupils. So really nicely done there, of course. I think these paws are molded in white plastic, but painted over with the bronze, and of course the black for the claws. You got some translucent green here on the shoulder for the visor, for these wing pieces, and for this little spark crystal, which is supposed to be an emulation of this. You got some white paint here on the forearms, and bronze for the outer part of the fists. You got the bronze for is it bronze? Yeah, bronze for the feathers here, which, Mark was going on about how it's supposed to mimic the pattern on Air Razor, and just comparing them side by side, I don't see it. It's a whole new pattern. I mean, same thing with the tiger details. Like, it's completely different. So I don't know why he's going on about matching the details when it's not even close. Anyways, got a nice red maximal symbol there. Now, as far as accessories go, it does have these two large blasters, which are also filled with waffles. So today is definitely a waffle day, I think. Got these feather pieces, which could double as like little blades, and this blaster mounts to his arm. Now the packaging art, it shows on this arm, but from the cartoon and the original toy, it's supposed to go there. It is Blast Effect compatible. Just go ahead and put those on there like that. So you can use that dual blaster. These sword feather things, just plug them into his hand like that. Even though I'm pretty sure he never used it like this in the show. I know with the toy you could put the feather missiles in his hands. That's what these are supposed to emulate, but I'm just going to leave them plugged in on the wings because it is a pain to try to get them out or off of that peg. So there is that. Of course, these, give them both these, and just like the original toy, you can give them the double Mega Blaster. And if you really want to, plug those on. He is fully blast effect compatible. I'm going to take these off and can plug them onto here. I like having the peg facing down, so just go and pop that into there. And there are 2 tabs, so you can have it either way. It just clips in like that. You can bring it up, kind of like he did in the show, using his underarm blaster, or just have it facing straight up. Which I think he had them like that in the show. I can't remember for sure if he had them like equipped and ready to fire. So you can do that. If you want, bring the wings out and up and have this whole look going on. We're gonna have the wings out. He's flying. Let's go ahead and fold these down because I think he did have them down most of the time. I'm gonna say that like he was in a lot of episodes. He was in like 2.5 episodes. So there you go. Bring those down. And real quick, we'll do a comparison. Here we have the BWVS Tigertron, as you can see, has not yellowed. And the standard Kingdom Air Razor, still waiting on, I guess everyone's still waiting on the 2-pack of her and Inferno. So you can see how they compare. So yeah. Planning on doing like a whole Fusion Haul thing just to, yeah, one of my friends, but anyways. Getting on to articulation because we're about 7 or 8 minutes into this video and I haven't even gone over articulation. Head is on a ball joint. It's somewhat expressive, like mostly like just angry with how that face is snarling. Again, silver painted teeth. Get all the way around, well, almost all the way around. That little bar right there is getting in the way. You do get full rotation out of the shoulder. And if you lift up this panel, you can bring the arm out to there. A little bit higher. It does have this joint here that's more for transformation. It is a bit of a pain getting that joint down. I guess there's a screw in there so I could loosen it up if I wanted to. Do get a bicep swivel on both arms here. It does get out to there as well. So again, bicep swivel, a little over 90 on both arms. Nothing at the wrist due to how the transformation works. You gotta be careful with this, moving the shoulders because these talons like popping up. As far as the lower body goes, you can move the skirt up and down. I mean, it's part of the transformation. You do get a little bit of side to side, not a full 360, but you get what you need. You get all the way forward and all the way back on a nice tight ratchet. Get out to there. Love how that's like concealed within, or not really concealed, it just conforms to the rest of the shape of the joint. You do get 360 thigh swivel. Do get about 90 at the knee, but you'd end up destroying the sculpt. So if you want to keep the sculpt, you can only go about that far. And right there is pushing it. So to get an ankle tilt, and then the heels can move up and down again due to transformation. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the transformation. Now, it is a little bit crazy how he works. So just get these wings out of the way for the time being. You can leave the blaster attached, but we'll go ahead and start by opening up the arms and folding away the fists just to get that out of the way. Untab these legs, bring them up. Bring up the shoulders here. Untab the chest piece, bring these down. From here, we'll untab the hind legs of the beast mode and bring those around just to get them out of the way. So we can bring this section back. Bring the tail feathers down. Bring this whole section down and flip the head in. Kind of like rotating it, bringing it back like that so the head's better concealed. Plus it gives you a better grip on the head to get it out. Well, I say that, and of course now it's making a liar out of me. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong. So yeah, keep the head just facing forward like that. Then from here, I want to rotate this 90 degrees. So you want from the tiger head point, on the correct side here. I want to turn it to the left. That will allow you to split the robot mode legs. And again, you want to keep these sections right here out of the way. Actually, nope. Now you bring them forward. So yeah, before we bring the legs up, bring these back forward. Bring this up to there. Bring these wings up and they will tab into that slot right there. Just like that. Unsplit the wings so we can bring the beast mode head down and rotate the arm to where this tab slot will go over that tab. Hold that down. We'll bring the beast mode head up. Again, we want that to stay tabbed into there. There we go. Bring this whole section back. And straighten out these bird legs while we bring this panel up. Rotate this around. Bring this all down on this double hinge. To there. Bring the arm down. That will cover the robot mode face. Now this is the part I have the most trouble with, getting these two slots to go over these tabs. So you just kind of got to work it until it pops in. Sometimes it's hard to even tell that it's tabbed in. All right, so that one's tabbed in. Bring this back around. And okay, that's tabbed in. That will tab together. Bring this down. Bring this whole section down like that. Then from here, there is, all right, just bring the legs forward before go too crazy. There is a tab here, or no, So hole here, we'll just go right over this peg. And a slot there that'll go over that tab. And that will lock these halves together. So again, hole, tab, hole, peg hole. There we go. Then from here, we'll bring these sections up on each side. Go ahead and close up this. That will allow us to bring the front paw forward while folding up the robot mode foot. Bring this down to there. Just go ahead and kind of do it all at once here. Wrap it around. And then just kind of orient the bird legs accordingly. And there we have Tigerhawk in his beast mode. So yeah, for beast mode, he definitely does not look bad at all. Yes, it is strange, but for the most part, I mean, it's what it's supposed to be. Kind of a fusion of a tiger and a hawk on a Transmetal 2 design. Technically, he's not a Fusor, but in a way, he could be argued to be one, but he's not. So, we'll not go into that huge can of worms because, yeah, it's a whole argument, and I know a friend of mine was really pissed off when Mark called him a Fusor on the stream, and I'd rather hear the end of it because, I mean, he's not a Fusor, technically, even though he is two beings fused together. He's not the toy gimmick description of a Fusor where, you know, there was an error with the stasis pod, and here I am getting into it when I said I wouldn't get into it. Anyways, so most of the same deco going on here. You do get to see more of this kind of coppery bronze plastic as opposed to, or bronze plastic compared to the copper plastic. Of course, you get to see the better details for the feathers. Of course, some more feather details here. You do get some waffles there, but not as bad as being front and center on the skirt piece. So articulation is more limited here. You don't get really much of anything out of the head. The jaw does open, so you can have that going on. I believe on the original toy the tongue was blue, so I might go in there with a little bit of pink and blue mix, give him kind of that purplish tongue. But you do get quite a bit of that Transmetal 2 asymmetry here. You got the, you know, the mechanical side here. Even the ear here has it with a, looks like a screw or something molded in, or a bolt or something, I don't know. And then you get a little bit of fur here and some fur texture on the ear. Get some fur details here on the, I guess, biceps of the tiger mode. And then the forearms are completely, you know, mechanical. But then you get here, you get a organic talon with the metallic claws from here up. You get a little bit of fur detail there. And then over here, you get the claws, or the organic claws, with the mechanical portion up here. And kind of the same with these rear talons. Actually, no, the rear talons are, well, from this section down, yeah, it's organic on this side, but this is a little bit more mechanical, organic, mechanical, organic, and I guess these two are both mixed in different portions. Of course, the wings are pretty much the same. We get a lot more of these details. So you get like little fan details now. You can see you can still get quite a good wingspan, as well as flipping out these cannons. And of course, still Blast Effect compatible. And here he is with Air Razor and Tigatron. And of course, I forgot to show it in robot mode, but we'll get there We go back. Here he is with the Transmetal 2 Megatron, since these were the two big Transmetal 2 figures that were sold that year. I mean, the other being Optimal Optimus, but I'm waiting for Hasbro to eventually do a new one because the one we currently have is just garbage. But yeah, here they are. We'll get Megatron back in robot mode when I get Tigertron back in robot, or Tigerhawk. Geez, there I go again, calling him Tigertron. I mean, technically it is Tigertron, but it's also Airazor, even though it's the character's voiced by Lou Manikuma. I believe they tried doing the overlapping voice and it just didn't work out. But there is that. Articulation is, like I said, limited. You get forward and back here, in and out. You get that swivel, and you get a swivel here on the front paw. The rear legs, you get ball jointed hip, and you get the knee, ankle, and I guess this would be technically considered toe movement out of the talon. There is that. One more thing. So there also is a third intermediary mode. I know the, not Transart, the Zhang Jing Megatron can do the weird tank mode for Megatron, but you just kind of fold these wings up. You can bring these cannons out if you want to. I'm not going to do it. Bring these back. I'm going to kind of rotate these like that. I don't know. Just kind of winging it here. We had them in like that. And then up, back. And then you can bring these forward. Actually curl them up into like a little ball. And there's the weird, like, it looks more like a re-entry mode, kind of like how he looked before they brought him to life. Kind of like that weird Bow Rock look that he had. But it's supposed to be either like a little drag, like a little car or tank mode. It's weird. Would have been cool if they had like another cannon coming out of the bottom here or something. Maybe have it coming out of his mouth. I don't know. It's weird. Something that wasn't officially in the original toy. It was just kind of something you had to fan mode. And of course, you know, you can do that here, just like with some of the other figures out there, like the Studio Series concept art Megatron. You can kind of fan mode it into the gun mode. But yeah, there that is. So we'll go ahead and just bring those out. Bring the arms back forward. You can get them into this kind of flying pose, because why not? Something he did in Nemesis Part 1. So, get him back into robot mode. What we need to do, I mean, we've already got the legs straightened out here, so just bring this whole, actually no, don't bring that down yet. Rotate these up, bring out the robot feet, fold that up, bring out the heel, collapse that up. Same thing on this side, bring up the claw, bring up the heel, bring down that section to finish off the calf, and there are the robot mode legs. So just untab those from the side. It's a little tight, there we go. Just keep these undone. And actually bring these, actually no, keep them straight out like that. Untap this section here. Bring that up. Brings the wing backs, because, like, again, it helps get them out of the way. Bring the bird legs down. Open up the chest. Allow you to bring the arm out. Rotate this section to the left. Untab the arm, bring it up. Then you want to untab this back section, rotate this upper half to the right, Bring these back. Flip out the head. Go ahead and just get these legs kind of prepped and ready to tab in. Bring this whole section up. Like that. Split the arms so you can fit the head between there. Then tab that back into place. Bring these up. There is a tiny peg there and a hole right next to that hinge joint. So we'll just plug onto there. Just like that. And then do the same thing on the other side here. Just peg it in there. Bring these forward and up. And they will get it just right. Bring these down. There we go. Don't know why it's not wanting to cooperate. There we go. There we go. Then there is a tab here, and a slot right there. So that will just come down, slot into place. Bring the beast mode leg down. Of course, that didn't tab in. There we go. Then bring this down, tab it in. There we go. Of course, before we get too far, rotate these legs down. Bring them down on that double hinge. Same thing here. Plug it in. Then we got the same thing going on here. Go ahead and collapse the wings down. All right. So tab, hole, or slot. That will tab in there. Open up the arm. Flip out the hands on both sides here. Fold that up. Just back up the mouth. Oh, and there goes that joint. Just plug this back on. Oh, hang on. And then just bring this forward, tab it down, and there we have Tigerhawk back in robot mode. Again, looking absolutely awesome. So yeah, really like how this figure turned out. It is a little weird dealing with some of the transformation and just how crazy it is, as well as some of the limitations he has. But at the end of the day, I really like how he turned out. And here he is with Megatron in robot mode. So you can see he is about half a head shorter. I need to bring this up so you can see. Yeah, it looks like the top of his crest comes right to the top of Megatron's nose. So height-wise, yeah, he is about half a head shorter. But I think they executed his transformation and design a lot better than Megatron here, with, you know, the short tail slash, you know, ponytail or whatever. And yeah, like, he's not great. Well, I mean, he's great, but he's not perfect. So, but I really dig how Tigerhawk turned out. Now, out of these two, I still really hope we get Cryotech, but I also really hope we get Universe Razorclaw, because just that deco looks awesome on this, just as awesome as Cryotech looks on the Megatron mold. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tried to keep it short, but here it is, another half an hour video. So hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to check out those links below. Check out my playlist for all of Wave 1 so far. I might get Magnius and Boulder Crash, but I'm still on the fence. So keep an eye out. I might do a, thing talking about the wave so far and what I think, but we'll see. I still got to determine whether I'm getting Magnus and Boulder Crash. So hope you guys enjoyed. Again, be sure to check out those links below, and I will see you guys in the next video. So long and take care.